Demon football coach Jay Thomas, whose team has the week off this week after the biggest win the Demons have had in quite a few years. Victory over FBS foe and ancient rival Louisiana Tech in Ruston last Saturday night, 30-27. Coach Thomas, to say the least, it was a big win. Mm-hmm. Talk about what made it such a good win.
Well, I'll tell you what, just the effort our team put out, 4 quarters. It was it's really fun to be a part of. The build-up for the week was fun to be part of. There was a lot of cool things that went on. Got to experience the the history of the game, as we went through the week, and it was just a nice lead up, and the guys got out, man, and just played extremely hard 4 quarters, and that's what we were, we've been striving to get there, and we got to see it, in every phase. Every guy stepped the game up, every position stepped their game up, every unit stepped their game up, and when you play a really quality football team like Louisiana Tech has, you got to be able to play that way. And in this game, it's sometimes you got to have a little bit of luck, but then you got to create some luck. And we had some guys that created some plays, in all 3 phases. And we were right there to capitalize on those. Just can't be any more prouder of a bunch of guys. To be able to go there, play in front of 27,000 folks. It was a great crowd. A lot of energy in the game. It was a heated battle, all the way from the beginning to the end. And just proud of our guys for hanging in there and getting the job done in the end.
And I know that you were very impressed with the intensity of the Demon fans, who clearly were outnumbered in the Spirit of Northwestern Marching Band, and said they had a big impact on your team and the outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great to have our band there. We got the best band around. There's no doubt about it. And they were loud, and our fans, we had great support there, and I mean, they matched us. I mean, we matched their intensity in the stands too. So, we're very appreciative of those guys going. Gave our players, a lot of motivation, and couldn't have gotten it done without them. There's no doubt about it. When you go on the road and you play in a tough environment, it's good to have everyone there supporting us. I know our players really appreciate it, and coaches too.
While the effort and focus was extraordinary, the performance of the team wasn't nearly perfect. Lots of things I know that you wish the Demons had done better. Talk about how you play an imperfect game and come out with such a big win.
Well, here's the thing. If you play with great effort, you make up for mistakes. And that's something that we harp on, we preach about. Mistakes are going to happen. But our guys, we still got a long ways to go. We got a lot of things that we need to improve on through the next 2 weeks, through the open date week. With this just tremendous, effort, we overcame those mistakes. And, it was great resolve, in this game by our team, coming from behind, creating turnovers, offensively, just hanging in there, gutting it out, toughing it out, and getting some tough runs. Their defense is very good, and I thought our blocking and our offensive line, and they had the work cut out for them. They had their hands full. Manny Diaz does a great job with Tech's defense and just all the different stunts and blitzes and the things that you get. And, did a fantastic job just hanging there, kept sawing the wood, and, and got it done.
Your defense gives up 27 points to a team that had scored 90 combined in those last 2 games. Yeah. How did you slow down and contain the Bulldogs' offense?
Well, Coach Lucas did a great job putting the game plan together, and kids executed it really perfectly. I thought our coverage got better on the back end. We were lined up correctly, and that's a big key to it, as alignment to start off with. And, we've learned to we've gotten more disciplined with our eyes, reading our keys. That's the success of the defense, getting your hats where they need to be up front in the box, holding gaps. And, we made plays back there. We batted balls around, D-line batted balls around. We were able to rally to the run. Dixon's a fantastic back, and he's a tough guy to bring down. very spirited guy. But things ignited us as we went through the game. Adam Jones on the big hit on the receiver. I thought it was a turnover for us. Instant replay says no, but I still say yes. So I'm gonna stick with my argument on that. But I thought that ignited our defense. And once our guys got the speed of the game and got going with it, and then understood that we could go toe to toe with these guys, and it just gave us some confidence as we went through the game.
For your program now, nearing the middle of its second season, is this potentially a cornerstone win?
Absolutely. For our program, it's a big shot in the arm, no doubt about it. Not just for the football program, but for the university too as well. Just to see all the alumni, former players, the excitement, smile on their face, that's worth it to me. That's the reason why we do what we do. To see our players, so excited about winning a big ball game. Yes, and it's going to help us in many different ways with the program, recruiting number one. And so, there was a lot of folks there, a lot of recruits, that we battle against Tech on. We're at the game, so it's really good start, good lead into conference play. Obviously, we need to have the big picture on our mind. Don't get a ring for winning this game, but it is a historic win, and it's something these guys will always remember. That's the cool thing about it. That's what I told them. 30 years from now, you'll be like those other old guys, I'm not calling them old. I'm just, but anyway, I don't want them to get mad at me. But get to come back, and maybe they'll play us again, down the road, and these guys can be a part of that and come back and share their memories. And it's like Coach Orgeron said, he had great memories from this game, and that's what we talked about. Let's create some great memories, and we did that. So, down the road, they'll get to enjoy it in the future. But we got to have the big picture, on our minds, and focusing on conference play and getting ready for Southeastern in 2 weeks.
3 of your players won Southland Conference Player of the Week honors this morning. There may be more honors coming. Talk about that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's awesome, man, to have. I don't know, as long as I've been a head coach, if I ever had three guys, or if we ever had 3 guys win all 3 honors, coming out of a game. But well deserved, and there's a lot of other guys that, that played tremendous games too as well. But those guys are really stepping their game up, and it's a great honor for them. We're so happy for them. Atzenweiler ran really hard, and Adam Jones had some big picks for us, had some big hits in there, and Chris, of course, was very consistent in his field goals, and of course hit the big one at the end, after they froze him at the end. So, to step up and kick it, and kicked it right down the middle, and still had 25 yards to go. I think he could have made it from 65. He was so jacked up.
Now, do you not practice all week? Was maybe?
Well, here we go. All right. Yeah, I did make that deal, and but I had planned. I already had a plan for winning the game. And I had the proof to show them. I had a couple of seniors come to see me and said, Coach, we feel like, we've got something really special going. We don't want to lose it. Can we practice? And so we brought the Demon Deacons in, we brought the team captains in, and we met for about 20 minutes last night before the team meeting. And I said, here's the deal. It's on you guys. I'm going to allow you guys to make the decision. I'm going to honor it. All right, if we don't want to practice, but we're still going to lift weights, and we're still going to do mat drills, and we're going to do these things. They said, mat drills? Can we practice? So, but we got to keep our game conditioning in shape. We finally reached that in the last 2 weeks, and so we don't want to lose what we got going, and certainly the seniors don't either. This is their last opportunity to go through it, and we don't want to leave a rock unturned in preparing for the season. And, last year we got a slow start coming out against Nichols in the first, conference game. So we're trying to avoid that. But there'll be some adjustments to how we do it. I've been researching it. I've called other buddies, about how they handle open date. Always trying to learn how to get better. And we need to get our legs underneath us. We need to rest. We need some guys to heal up because really, I mean, these guys threw it all in there Saturday. And we had a bunch of guys beat up and sore, after this game. They gave everything they had. So we need to get them back and get them going, get their legs underneath them. So it'll be some practices, but we will shorten it up and, do some different things. Take some, maybe just go shoulder pads and helmets. And then we're going to keep our developmental guys out, and we're going to work with them. It's a good opportunity to spend time with the young guys and get some good individual teaching and coaching with them, and we get to see what they can do.
We're with Adam Jones, who at this point is at least the Southland Conference Defensive Player of the Week after the Demons wrecked Tech, so to speak, 30-27, a victory over Louisiana Tech in Ruston on Saturday night. Adam, talk about what made the win possible for the team.
The way that we came out and the energy that we played with made the win possible. And on both sides of the ball and special teams, we all played with so much energy, and the fans matched it with us.
What made the difference in being able to come back in this game when we had a couple early season games that turned out the other way?
Well, that made the difference. Those early season games taught us how to stay in the game and fight for it. That first game here at home, Missouri State, that was a big lesson learned, and I think that helped us out a lot.
All right. Defensively, this was a very explosive Louisiana Tech offense that had scored 90 points combined, going over 40 points in each of its 2 wins coming in over bowl teams. You guys gave up only 27 points, forced 5 turnovers. What made the difference defensively?
Coach Lucas came in with a great scheme. From the beginning of the week, we knew what we were doing, and we just had to execute it. It was a simple defensive scheme, and we all just bought into the program, and that's what helped us out.
Is this a situation where maybe playing an offense the caliber of Baylor's offense might have helped you guys in some way prepare for this game and future challenges?
Yeah, it definitely helped us when we played Baylor. We learned a lot of lessons from that game as well, and we also got better from it.
Now, the confidence of having won the previous week against Southern, how much did that impact you on Saturday night?
It was a lot of motivation going into the next game, and I think we definitely had a confidence booster on our defense for sure, and we knew we had to get this win.
You guys forced 5 turnovers Saturday. You forced 5 the previous Saturday. That's 10 turnovers in 2 games. Is there a secret to how you're forcing turnovers?
There's no secret. We just come out every day, practice hard, and we practice getting turnovers, getting the ball out, diving for picks in practice. We go hard every day, and I think in the long run that helped us out a lot.
The interception at the end of the game, obviously the pivotal play to give the Demons a chance to win. Describe your emotions as Amon tipped the ball and you saw you could catch it, and then once you caught it.
Once I saw I could catch it, I just dove and prayed that I caught it while I was in midair. And when I caught it, I was pretty excited, and I saw the offense coming on the field, and once they were reviewing it, I knew for a fact that I caught it and they couldn't overturn it.
And then did you have a pretty strong sense of confidence once you left the field that the Demons were going to prevail in regulation? You weren't going to have to play overtime?
Yes, sir. I did have a confidence in our offense. They were moving the ball all fourth quarter, and I knew for a fact that we were getting field goal range for Chris.
And you had no doubt about that?
Yeah, Chris has been consistent the past few weeks, so I had no doubt he was going to make it.
All right. What's this win mean to this team?
It means that we can play with anybody on our schedule. We notice that now, and we just have to play to our best ability. And once we learn how to do that, then we'll be perfectly fine.
Adam, great job. Congratulations. Talk about the Southland Conference Player of the Week honor.
Well, I just found out right before this, so I really don't have anything knowing about it, but I mean, it's a great honor. I know Gary got it on offense and Chris got it on special teams, and that just shows how hard we worked this week for practice.
Congratulations and enjoy the open date week.
Thank you.
We're with Demon tight end Zach White. The Demons beating Louisiana Tech in Ruston, now on an open date week. Zach, you're a first-year player in the program. Talk about what you see this win and 2 wins in a row meaning for this football team?
Oh, it's a definite confidence booster. You know, we just needed a big win, you know, coming out slow at the beginning of the season. So I definitely believe it was a confidence booster to get us going.
Offensively, we didn't move the ball very well at all in the first half, only 87 yards, but had 220 yards in the second half, 45 plays. You guys got things rolling after halftime. What changed?
Our intensity, we came out flat in the first half. You know, we didn't have any emotions. So the second, you know, we went into halftime, the coaches got us riled up, the players did. You know, we got the fans back into the game when we came out. Definitely what we needed.
Talk about what you guys felt coming down the stretch, trying to come back from 10 points down, needing to get the ball into the end zone, needing to put points on the scoreboard. How did you guys handle that pressure?
There was no pressure. There's pressure, but we go through practice. You know, we practice things like that, so we're prepared for it. The coaches had us prepared, so it was just about executing, and we executed.
What's it like in the huddle in a situation like that? Is it business-like, or is there any added emotion?
It's definitely business-like, you know, but there's some emotion, but we keep that contained. You know, it's your man and your guy. You know, it's one-on-one, and you just gotta beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now let's talk about the emotions at the end of the game as Chris is lining up to kick the game-winning field goal, and after he kicked it. Talk about what you experienced and what you saw others experiencing on the sideline.
Well, lining up, if we blocked them all, I knew Chris would make it because he kicks them from 50 yards, 60 yards out there in practice. So when we lined up, all we had to do was block him. We blocked him, he kicked it. I knew it was good. I didn't know what to say or do. It was a wave of emotions came over me. It was the most fun I had in the game in a while, you know. So.
All right, you guys are now 2-2, 2 straight wins going into an open date week. How do you maintain the momentum, the focus, and the strides this team has made during an open date week?
We just gotta keep our eyes on the prize. We gotta put this win behind us, you know, and just focus on Southern, keeping our conditioning up.
Okay, and then from a standpoint of being 2-2 after starting 0-2, does that give you guys a sense of accomplishment and breathe some life into you?
Oh yes, sir. The first win against Southern, that showed us we are winners. You know, we have what it takes to win, and this just was icing on the top. You know, we just gotta keep going.
All right, Coach Thomas last week, maybe in a moment of fun, had said, if you guys beat Tech, no practice next week. So there is some practice this week.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your reaction to that.
Oh, well, I figured we'd do something because conditioning-wise, after the first game, Coach T made a big deal about our conditioning. So I knew he wouldn't let us off for more than a few days. And I'm glad we're having practice because I don't want to do mat drills. I'm not going to do them.
All right, well, good luck during the open date week and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.